What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another MPRx video routine. So today we're going to look at the wrists and the ankles. So two very neglected joints, but two joints that are constantly being used. Quite simple exercises for releasing with some band assisted tension. So it's pretty much going to be the same for the wrist and the ankle. Ankle is we've got low band hooked up. I'm going to just hook the band, the front anchor point, right at, it's called the retinaculum, where your foot flexes and bends, okay? We're going to put some good tension on this guy. And what I'm trying to do is just drop my knee of the banded leg to the floor. I'm trying to bend my ankle and keep the heel down. The band is adding a tension, pulling it away, right into that talus joint area. And I'm just trying to kind of shear that tension. Can I allow my leg to relax as I do this? We're going to just gently turn the foot and get into a different angle. Okay? Just again, different angles. If you want, you can take a knee and you can try to rock into it. There's less pressure in your heel because I'm not standing now, but if I stand and I bend, all right? We're also just gonna let the band roll our ankle, and I'm gonna push my foot back down to the ground. Roll the ankle, push my foot back down to the ground, okay? I can do the same thing. Try to bend from here, shear that tissue, and I'm gonna do this in basically a big 360, okay? Now when I get to the back of my ankle, I'm gonna step away and allow it to pull, and I wanna flex my foot in the other direction, so more of a plantar flexion to open that up, all right? And I'm gonna just, again, I can turn all the way around into this guy. Obviously, pulling the ankle in has less movement because it doesn't really naturally roll that way. But it's again shearing the inside or the outside of my ankle tissue. Gets me back into here. I can go pretty low with this guy, keeping my heel down. Right? Good. So, here's my right side. That's about that. Here's my left side. So my left side I can go a little bit lower now before it feels like it wants to pop up. That's one, just mobilizing the ankles, okay? You can work on just collapsing out and pushing in. Collapsing out and pushing in. Lift your toes while you do this. So you're getting an extension through your toes, collapsing out, pushing in, and then push your toes into the ground as you do it. Collapsing out, pushing in. It's not just the ankle joint, but you're getting a lot of other stuff. The IT band, the outside peroneals, the calf muscles, tons of different stuff. All right, so we're gonna anchor this guy. Put your heel over it first, and then cross like an X. And all we're going to do is slide ourselves back. So the band is going to be anchored right under the ankle, okay? And if you want to add some elevation, we can use a roller. And then it's just tractioning at the ankle. So what I'm going to do is just gently mobilize my own ankle, okay? With the roller, you're going to unglue some of the calf tissue. Calf tension. So you can put that roller higher up as you do that if you want, and you can let yourself shift back and forth. The band is helping to pull across that roller, so that's going to loosen up some calf tissue. But again, I'm actively rotating and moving my ankle while I have the band helping to just traction it away. If you have loose or popping ankles, you probably don't need to do this one. Okay, your ankles probably need more stability. If they're popping and cracking, you probably don't want to do more tractioning at the ankle. So again, listen to your body. This stuff is all generalized things that can help your body, but again, it depends on what your body is actually asking for or needing, okay? Now for the wrist, same concept. If I'm using the band, right where my wrist bends, I'm gonna anchor that band, and I'm gonna plant my wrist, and I'm just gonna rock my body. So just like we were doing with the ankle and the calf, I was rocking, trying to drop my heel and knee to the ground. I'm just rocking back and forth. Rotate the hand slightly in to get a different anchor point. Rotate it slightly out to get a different anchor point. Shift your body. And as you can see, I'm going to roll through my shoulder. So you're still rolling all the way through the wrist. The wrist is being anchored, and I'm just rolling through my shoulder to help unglue some of this arm line pinning here, okay? And then what I can do is just take this, and it's anchored on the inside versus the top side. And I'm just gonna grab my hand with my other hand and just flex and just allow that band to pull that tension. Okay? That's it. I'm going to just change the angles. I'm going to roll my wrist back and forth under this band. So the tension, that's what I'm doing, but I'm doing it with this hand so I can anchor, is just ungluing some of that wrist carpal area of the wrist joint to clear out some of that tension and allow some better movement, okay? So we can also do this wrist drill where we're going flipping wrists. So I'm just going to do one at a time to start. Fingertips up into extension, dropping to the knuckles, and then pushing down gently. If you gotta lean into it, we'll do that. And we're just gonna roll back and roll forward, get that stretch, and roll back. It's just a gentle, controlled push into the ground as you flip the wrists back and forth, okay? That's easy. This is a good one just to do for wrist warm-up, especially if you're at a computer all day, if you're gonna go into a lift, or your tension in your wrists or your forearms or your elbows are feeling a little wonky, open up those wrist joints, okay? And then we're gonna make a fist, and again, I'm gonna rock forward onto the fist and rock back onto the fist. And so we're just going basically like this, okay? Like a hammer. Forward and backward. So it's forward and backward. Forward and backward. And again, if I'm doing these guys, I might be doing 10, 15 reps of each one, just opening it up. You're not looking to kill it, you're just looking to mobilize it, see how your body feels and responds to it. If it does not like it, do not do it. If it feels pretty good, continue doing it. I will see you in your next video.